Hello and welcome to Acting Tips with me, Dineo Rasedile. If it is your first time tuning in, welcome to my channel where I share not only acting tips for aspiring actors but also share my own personal experience in the TV and film industry. So while you're at it, why don't you click that subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos I post up in the future. So for today's video, I thought that I should share a couple of things that I think anybody who is thinking of going into the arts, anyone thinking of starting a career in acting, a number of things that I think you should really consider, things that you should strive to get right in the beginning, kind of like a heads up, and a number of tips to get you started. The reason for that is, guys, I'm going to be 100% real with you in this video. It is not always a smooth sailing road. We face tons of challenges in this industry, and sometimes it's really good to know things beforehand. And some of these things you might have heard or you might know of, but I just want to stress them out and just relate them to our industry and how you can prepare in your journey. The very first thing that I want to advise you to do is develop healthy financial habits. Now this, I cannot even stress the importance of. Is that a full sentence? I cannot stress how important this is because of the nature of our industry, the way our contracts are set up. You might book this really big ad campaign and get paid this huge, sum of money one time, and you feel like you're balling. But then you might not know when your next job is. And the thing with our industry is even when you're not working, you're still working because you still have to get to auditions. You still have to go to classes or pay for headshots or you're just constantly paying for things. And you still have to live. So make sure that you learn how to save, you learn how to budget, and just manage your money wisely. Don't get excited by, huge paychecks. Don't get excited by the fact that you are getting money every month from a series or from a soapy and then you just spend senselessly, or don't up the standard of your living to try and keep up appearances, or think that now that you're on TV you have to look a certain way, drive a certain car, live in a certain neighborhood. Be smart. The second thing that I think is very, very important for anybody who is trying to get into the arts, into acting, any creative, and it's something that people really take for granted. Make sure that you have a very strong support system. Now, our industry is quite different to many other, industries that you could go into. And the sad thing is that a lot of people in the arts have got all kinds of mental health problems, and people assume because they're on TV and they're living a certain life and they've built these brands of themselves that everything is all good and dandy. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, people have got anxiety for days. People are depressed. People are going through it. And so it's very important that you establish a very good support system around you, people who are going to understand, people who are, even when they don't understand. Because with me, I'm blessed with an incredible family. Shout outs. They, like for example, my parents, even if they don't understand what it is that I'm busy doing, they still support me, they still pray for me, they still root for me, right? You need that. You need people around you who, even when they have no clue what it is that you are getting, what it is that you are trying to do or trying to break into, that they're still there. They're still backing you up. A close circle of friends that genuinely has good intentions for you and that will support you when you are in your darkest times. Because trust me, you will have seasons where you are being thrown challenges and rejections and all kinds of things that this industry will throw at you, and it's important to have people that can help you stand, people that can help you through. The third thing that I want to encourage you to do is to work at it every day. Now, a lot of aspiring actors, not even aspiring actors, people who have been working in the industry tend to get lazy, tend to start to feel entitled, start to feel like things should be falling into their laps or whatnot. And the thing is, if you want longevity, if you want a certain caliber of work, you need to work at it every single day. So make sure that you're doing something, even if it's one thing that you do. Make sure you do your warm-up exercises for your voice. Learn a new monologue, read a play, get an acting coach that you see every once in a while. Make sure you're consistently sharpening your craft. So work at it every day, and you will see that it will literally put you a step ahead of the rest. Because remember, that very same job that you're gunning for, that very same audition that you've been sent, that very same thing that you are visualizing and you've put on your vision board, guess what? Thousands of other people in your very same age group and look category, whatever, are gunning for the very same thing. So the only thing that's going to put you ahead, of course, there are so many other factors that we've spoken about, like when it comes to auditions and stuff, there are so many factors that will determine whether you get the job or not. But technically speaking, to put yourself ahead, to make yourself stand out, to give yourself longevity, to make sure that your caliber of work, the quality of your work is, brilliant, you have to work at it every single day. Those actors that you're watching and admiring, these Hollywood stars, if you read up on them, you will find that they have acting coaches, they attend workshops, they attend master classes, they are constantly working on their craft to make sure, for real, also working on their craft every single day. So don't even adopt a lazy attitude at it, an entitled attitude, thinking that just because you have a degree, you have some kind of qualification, you've trained or whatever, that's enough. Don't play yourself like that. The next tip that I'm going to give you is check your attitude. And I'm probably going to spend a little bit more time on this one. I'm going to be real, and you can come for me if you want to. I'm ready. But actors can be some of the most negative people that you will come across. And let me just say this. I get it. Trust me, I understand. With the 8 years that I have, professionally been in this industry, I get it. I know that our industry has all these challenges. There's all these things that are stacked up against us. It makes it so difficult and makes our job so difficult, and so many things that we are fighting for and all of that. But you go to a casting an audition room and you chill there and listen to the things that come out of actors' mouths. People are going on about how there's no work. People are going on about how there's no money. People are going on about how, this casting director is so biased. They probably already know who they're going to cast. We're just wasting our time coming here. I don't have enough followers on Instagram. I'm probably not going to be booking work this whole year because I only have 1,000 followers, and now they're only booking people with hundreds and thousands of followers. Oh my gosh, this industry is so rotten, Guys, you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you develop a negative attitude towards your very career that you are trying to succeed in. Now, as I said, I get it that there are so many things that make our jobs, a lot harder, make our journeys a lot harder. However, having a negative attitude is not going to help you. It's not going to break those doors for you. It's not going to... In fact, no one wants to work with somebody who, when they walk into the room, they just suck the life out of it. They just suck the energy out of it. Trust me, when a casting director says next and you walk in and already you just have this defeated, negative attitude, you look like you've already given up the job, you just, or you walk on set and, you're just annoyed, you have this negative, heavy energy. Trust me, no one's going to want to work with you, okay? So you really need to develop a positive attitude. You need to check your energy, that you're light and you're pleasant to work with. I'm not saying that you should not speak against any injustices or, any wrong or dodgy things that are happening around you, by all means do that. But generally, your energy and your attitude, if you're a negative person, if you're a person who's constantly complaining, if you're a person who's constantly, defeated and speaking all of this death around your career, trust me, that is all that you're going to see around you. And another point that I think is really important is build a good relationship with your agent. I find it very strange when actors have a very prickly relationship with their agent, because, to my understanding, you need to work together. You kind of need each other. Your agent signs you because they believe that when they send you to auditions, you have a very good chance of booking those jobs, or at least, getting a call back or whatever. But basically, they sign you because they believe that you've got the goods and you're going to do well. There's no point in signing somebody that is just going to sit on their books for years, not bringing in any money. At the same time, you sign with a particular agency, hopefully after doing enough research and believing that this person is going to get you into the right doors, is going to fight for, the right rates for you, is going to, put you in to the correct, get you into really, really great auditions, right? So it makes no sense to me to have an agent that you are very unhappy with. So make sure that you have an agent that you can build a really good relationship with, an agent that you're in constant communication with, an agent who knows what your goals are, what it is that you're trying to, your dream production companies to work with, the kind of roles that you're trying to book, your long-term goals in the industry. Get somebody who is that invested in their artists, and you will see the difference that it will make in your journey. And the final tip that I will give you for now is learn a special skill. Now, by special skill, I mean things that you can add on your personal details form or on audition forms when they ask you, some audition forms will literally ask you special skills. And those are things like, can you play an instrument? Can you swim? Can you do martial arts? Fight training, gun training, those kind of things. Try and upskill yourself as often as possible, because it really does give you a one-up on the people who are in the same room with you gunning for the same job. With that, I will add things like accents. There are a lot of international production companies that shoot here in South Africa, and it will work to your benefit if you can do a really good, American accent, British accent, and there are different ones within those, categories. So do your research, get a trainer, and, upskill yourself. Also, very important for South African actors, if you can speak as many languages as possible, trust me, it will work in your favor. We have 11 official languages in this country. And if you can only speak English and your home language, you're doing yourself a really huge disservice, because if they specifically say that this character is Zulu and you can only speak Sesotho, and they even tell you, it's not even deep Natal, Zulu, it's conversational Zulu that anyone can speak in Johannesburg, then you've missed out on that opportunity because you cannot speak any Zulu. So open up, open bigger channels for you to book as much work as possible by upskilling yourself and getting as many special skills and talents as possible. Now that brings me to the end of my acting tips, and I hope that you could take something from it. Now, this was not to put a damper on anyone's dreams, on anyone's goals, but really to be real with you and let you know that things can get really tough, but there are things that you can do to make the journey a lot easier, things that you can take responsibility for with regards to your career and your journey. So I really wish you all the best, and if you have any questions with regards to what I've shared today or just in general, feel free to pop me a question in the comment section. I would love to engage with you. And once again, if you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I see you and I appreciate you. And if you haven't, please do click the subscribe button and join the family. But that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.